he just didn't have an answer to it because he's never been exposed to that level of technique.
Well, you know what it is? He's a heavyweight, and the heavyweights were never really that good in terms of that kind of technique. It's like you need it at like middleweight and light heavyweight because everyone's super talented and technical.
Joe Rogan just warned Usyk to cancel his rematch with Tyson Fury, and that's a huge statement. Usyk might have won the first fight, but Fury isn't coming in the same. After that split decision loss, Fury's hungry and training like never before.
And that's why Fury is just a magnificent fighter, because Fury is from a gypsy background, and those boys are taught to fight at the age of 3-4 years old. And
well, what could you expect from the undisputed king after his loss? He's got Sugar Hill Stewart in his corner again, the guy who helped turn him into a knockout artist during the Wilder rematches. The Fury we'll see isn't the same one Usyk outboxed last time. Rogan's warning is simple. Fury's coming back with a fire that might make him unstoppable. This isn't just another rematch. It's a whole new ballgame, and Rogan thinks Usyk might want to reconsider stepping into the ring with this new version of Fury. Tyson Fury losing to Oleksandr Usyk. Just saying it still feels like a punch to the gut for boxing fans. For almost 20 years, Fury was the indomitable force in the heavyweight division, an undefeated king with an unshakable legacy. Then, out of nowhere, a split decision.
And so far in this one, the volume is coming from Tyson Fury, but the accuracy at this stage is with Usyk. And boxing on the outside, nice and slick, but now he's trapped in the corner.
Usyk didn't just beat Fury. He did it with precision, footwork, and tactical brilliance that had everyone questioning the Gypsy King's invincibility. He didn't just win, he outsmarted the giant. And that's not something you see every day, folks, but here's the twist. It's far from over, not by a long shot. Fury isn't just sitting back and accepting defeat. No, he's on a mission, laser-focused on proving that loss was nothing more than an anomaly. The upcoming rematch isn't your average heavyweight showdown.
Last time in May, it was a fantastic fight. Oleksandr won the fight fair and square. Just looking to put on a great fight again. You know, it was very close last time. He got it by a point. A little bit more focus, a little bit more lack of complacency.
It's a battle between two fighters who couldn't be more different. One, a mountain of a man, and the other, a cerebral genius. This fight, it's about more than belts. It's about legacy, pride, and rewriting history.
Which has been instilled in him from basically the moment he could walk.
Technique and huge. And if you watch the Usyk fight, he was touching Usyk up in the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that reach and that jab, the accuracy that he has, he was doing really well in that fight until he started to slow down a little bit.
And Joe Rogan takes on the Fury-Usyk rematch. It's not hype. It's a full-blown warning. Rogan knows better than anyone that heavyweight boxing doesn't play by the usual rules. One wrong move, one slip-up, and it's lights out. And what's his prediction? Fury is coming into this rematch with a fire we haven't seen in years, and that spells nothing but trouble for Usyk.
He's a heavyweight, and the heavyweights were never really that good in terms of that kind of technique. It's like you need it at like middleweight and light heavyweight because everyone's super talented and technical. When you get up to the heavyweight division, it tends to be like a lower bar.
But what makes Rogan's warning even scarier is Fury's new game plan. He's back under the wing of Sugar Hill Stewart, the mastermind who turned him into a knockout artist in his rematch with Deontay Wilder. Stewart's approach isn't about finesse or dancing around the ring. No, it's about raw destruction.
A little bit more lack of complacency, and I should do the job, what I need to do. You know, it's nothing drastic has to change, a bit more of the same, a little bit more focused, like I say, and I will be victorious.
Under Stewart, Fury's not just preparing to win, he's preparing to end this rematch in brutal fashion. And according to Rogan, the version of Fury we're about to see might just be the most dangerous heavyweight in boxing history. This isn't just a fighter, it's a man on a mission, and if Usyk isn't careful, he could find out just how devastating that mission can be.
He's fighting Usyk again.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's a tough fight.
Yeah.
That Usyk guy is talented. He's so talented. He's so small for a heavyweight too. He's non-stop movement and his footwork and everything. It's so different than anybody else.
But Rogan doesn't let Usyk off the hook either. Sure, Usyk's speed and footwork are elite. He's a master at turning giants into amateurs. But let's face it, Fury is a different animal. His size and reach alone are enough to crush most fighters. If he plays his cards right, if he corners Usyk and unleashes that devastating power, this rematch could end in a way no one's ready for.
I remember when I was watching the Fury Wilder fight, and I remember someone saying to me, like, he's knocked down, he ain't getting up. I'm like, mate, trust me, he's going to get up.
Yeah,
he's going to get
crazy.
up. Yeah, and then, but that's why Fury's a force of nature. It's that technique he has, which has been instilled in him from basically the moment he could walk.
And then there's Fury's history with rematches. This man doesn't just bounce back, he obliterates. Remember Deontay Wilder? After their first fight, people doubted Fury could handle Wilder's power. What did he do? He walked Wilder down, dismantled him, and left no room for debate.
Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury's like, whenever the heavyweights go, so does boxing. That's like an old saying.
Yeah.
Wait, and with Tyson Fury being the king. He's so marketable and he's so extraordinary.
Yeah.
And his accomplishments, the fact that he beat Deontay, everybody gets knocked out by Deontay Wilder.
Crazy.
He's the only one who gets off the deck and
Power
beats him.
punching is.
Rogan's point is simple. Fury works best in rematches. When he gets a second shot, he doesn't just win, he makes a statement. And that's bad news for Usyk.
This is a guy, you know, you can talk about all you want about counterpunching, about size, about speed, about a jab, everything else. But the greatest attribute of Fury, of Usyk, has always been since a teenager when he won the Olympics.
But let's not pretend this is a one-sided affair. Usyk isn't just any fighter. He's the puzzle no one can seem to solve. His ability to dance around bigger, stronger opponents is unmatched. Fury knows this firsthand. Usyk's movement frustrated him, slowed him down, and ultimately cost him the fight. Yet even Rogan acknowledges that while Usyk's brilliance is undeniable, brilliance alone might not be enough to survive Fury 2.0.
All I can do is prepare well, train hard, eat well, go to bed early, wake up early, do the right things, listen to people around me, and the rest is in God's hands.
Tyson Fury isn't the type to mince words, especially when his pride and legacy are on the line. After his split decision loss to Oleksandr Usyk, Fury's tone shifted. Gone was the bombastic bravado, replaced by a brutally honest self-assessment. Fury admitted that complacency and showboating had cost him the fight. Round 8 is etched in his memory, the moment Usyk caught him off guard, forcing a standing count. It was a wake-up call for a man who's built a career on resilience and dominance. Fury put it bluntly that I'll have to knock him out this time.
And telling you as someone who has broken up fights with gypsy kids when I used to teach them, they are taught never to back down. You never back down. You always go for it until the very end.
And this isn't just talk. Fury's training camp for the December 21st, 2024 rematch has been shrouded in an intensity we haven't seen since his second bout with Deontay Wilder in 2020. His focus is razor sharp, cutting through the distractions and media circus that often follow him. Under the guidance of Sugar Hill's steward, Fury has reverted to what made him unstoppable, a relentless, knockout-driven style.
And that's why Fury is just a magnificent fighter, because Fury is from a gypsy background, and those boys are taught to fight at the age of 3-4 years old.
The numbers back him up. Fury's record in rematches is flawless. Every opponent who dared to face him a second time has been stopped or knocked out. From his 2020 TKO victory over Wilder to his domination of Derek Chisora in 2014, Fury thrives when given the chance to adapt and correct his mistakes. This trend isn't just a coincidence. It's a testament to his ability to learn, evolve, and execute ruthlessly.
It's actually been about 4.5 years. It was the Wilder 2 fight last time I was the underdog in these fights. What's going through my mind? I'm just looking forward to a fantastic fight, you know. Last time in May, it was a fantastic fight. Alexander won the fight fair and square.
What's even more dangerous for Usyk is Fury's mindset as a challenger. Historically, Fury has admitted he fights better when he's the underdog, the hunter, rather than the hunted. This shift in dynamics could spell trouble for Usyk, who's now the man with the target on his back. Fury doesn't just want to win. He wants to humiliate Usyk, to prove that the first fight was an anomaly rather than a changing of the guard. This hunger, this need to redeem himself is what makes Fury such a dangerous opponent.
Come back there. Yeah, good shots from Usyk, doubled up there.
Oleksandr, can you remember this round? You know, you're putting the pressure on and you're starting to land with more punches?
Yeah, I remember.
But this isn't just Fury's story. Oleksandr Usyk has his own narrative to defend. His victory over Fury wasn't just another win. It was a crowning achievement that cemented him as the first undisputed heavyweight champion in the four-belt era.
Any surprises from Tyson Fury the first time?
Yes, of course.
What were they?
A lot.
Usyk's precision, agility, and relentless movement turned Fury's size and reach into liabilities. It was a masterclass in strategy, the kind of performance that leaves analysts and fans alike in awe. However, as Joe Rogan pointed out, repeating such a performance against a motivated Fury is a monumental challenge. Rogan's concern isn't misplaced.
He just didn't have an answer to it because he's never been exposed to that level of technique.
Well, you know what it is? He's a heavyweight, and the heavyweights were never really that good in terms of that kind of technique. It's like you need it at like middleweight and light heavyweight because everyone's super talented and technical.
Fury isn't a static fighter. His adaptability, his ability to adjust mid-fight is what sets him apart. Usyk may have outboxed Fury once, but can he do it again against a version of Fury that's prepared, focused, and hell-bent on destruction?
Yeah, you gain that respect.
Yeah.
I will definitely say that Usyk would have had to work a lot harder than Tyson Fury because of the size disadvantages, the size advantage in Fury's favour.
Usyk's style, while unique, has its limitations. His smaller frame and reliance on movement have allowed him to frustrate larger fighters. But Fury isn't just any larger fighter. His reach and ability to cut off the ring could neutralize Usyk's key advantages. Fury has shown he can impose his size when it matters, smothering opponents and forcing them into positions where his power becomes unavoidable. Rogan's fears aren't just theoretical. Heavyweight boxing has always been unpredictable. One punch, just one, can change everything. And the scary part? The older you get, the harder it is to absorb those punches. Fury may have a granite chin, but granite cracks over time. Rogan's warning is clear. The risks are real, and no amount of passion is worth the cost if it means sacrificing your health or your legacy.
A little bit more focus, a little bit more lack of complacency, and I should do the job, what I need to do. You know, it's nothing drastic has to change, a bit more the same, a little bit more focus, like I say, and I will be victorious.
And then there's the strategic wild card. Fury, under Stewart, is reportedly recalibrating his approach to avoid the complacency that cost him in the first fight. Rogan sees this as a dangerous development for Usyk.
Best moves will be and so forth, but you know what? It's just going to be great. It's going to be great, and I believe in Tyson. I believed in him from day one.
But it's not just about tactics. Rogan points to Fury's mentality. Fury isn't the type to play it safe. He's a risk taker, a fighter who thrives on high-stakes moments and isn't afraid to gamble at all. That roll-the-dice mindset, Rogan warns, could lead to a catastrophic outcome for Usyk. In a fight where Fury knows he has to prove something, not just to the fans, but to himself, you can expect the Gypsy King to pull out every trick in the book. So Rogan asks the question that's hanging in the air. Should Usyk walk away while he's ahead? It's not an easy decision. So what should Usyk do? Rogan's advice is clear. Think carefully. Is the reward worth the risk? Should he prioritize his health and legacy over the allure of another victory? It's a question only Usyk can answer. But one thing is certain. This rematch is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable fights in recent heavyweight history. Now over to you. Do you agree with Joe Rogan? Should Usyk play it safe and walk away? Or is this his chance to prove he's truly the best heavyweight of this generation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.